What's going on, everyone? My name is JP. This is my wife Jordana and our kids Aurelia and Odin. Back on our 6th wedding anniversary, we decided we wanted to buy an RV and see the country. Fast forward to March of 2021, we sold our house, ditched all our stuff, and hit the road for what we hope will be a journey filled with a lifetime of memories. We hope you will join us on this journey as we wander to get lost. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is JP, and welcome back to a new RV maintenance install project from the Florida Keys. Alright, so if you've seen one of our last videos, before we left on our road trip to come down here to the Florida Keys, I replaced the front shocks. The issue and the reason why I didn't replace the rear shocks is because these Bilsteins were on back order. So they finally came. They actually came probably about a week and a half ago. I just never had any time to do the install, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. Jordana took the kids to have a play date at our friend's house that is in Key West, so I have probably a couple of hours to try and get both rear shocks done. Doesn't look that hard. It looks like there's a lot more room on the rear end than there was underneath the front wheel wells when I was doing those front shocks. So this looks like an easier install. One other thing, my mom actually sent down the bolts I had on order from Ford. I just want to replace them with brand new bolts. Some of them look a bit rusty, and when we go underneath the RV you will see how rusty the shocks are, and I'm pretty sure these are originals. So I'm really excited to get these new shocks on. On the last video of the front shock exchange, somebody left a comment saying, oh, you should look into front airbags for the front of the RV. So I'm looking into that, but we do have airbags here in the rear that was put in by the original owner of the RV. So we do have airbags on the rear end as well. So again, this should be a relatively simple install. I've got it's an 1 1/8" socket, and then I have an 1 1/8" on my torque wrench. I don't have a breaker bar, so I'm going to be using my torque. And then this is also an 1 1/8". So I pretty much got everything ready to go. Just going to crawl under the RV and get to work. I will say that we're currently at Boyd's RV Park on Stock Island in Key West. We've had great weather pretty much the whole month that we've been down here. Yesterday it started getting really windy, and it looks like there's a high pressure system that's throwing a lot of wind and clouds and rain our way. So it's probably going to be some sketchy weather for the next few days, but I don't really care. We're in Key West or the Florida Keys. So it's a good day to try and get this project done. And yeah, I'm going to try and accomplish it hopefully before the rain and the thunder and lightning starts, because I don't want to be working underneath, touching metal. Alright, so let's go take a look under at the old shocks, and then we'll get to installing the new ones. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get under here. And I've actually stolen Odie's bed just so I can lay on something, because it's very gravelly and dirt under here. Alright, so here's the passenger side rear shock. So you'll see bolt, there's a washer between the mounting bracket, so we're going to remove this first. I'm not sure if I'm going to need the hydraulic jack to lift this up to slide it out, but once this gets out, the top one should be pretty easy. You can just see the amount of rust that's on this 14-year-old RV, so it's going to be another project to try and figure out. But so there's the top bolt. That looks like an issue because the nut is on the inside, and to me that looks like I need a crescent wrench, because I don't see it. So I might need to get a wrench, and if that's the case, I might be stuck for today because I don't have a an 1 1/8" wrench. Let me go check. I'll be right back. What's going on, everybody? I lucked out. I found my wrench, and I actually have an 1 1/8". So an 1 1/8", 1.5" I don't know why I grabbed this when we left, but I did. So I am lucky. So alright, we're gonna try and get this top one loose, see if it works out. One good thing, the frame is here, so the wrench should act as its own holder. So let's see how long this takes.
Tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever.
Success. Alright, top one. Now we're gonna do the bottom.
Got a real good feeling.
Hi everybody. Guess what I'm still doing? I'm still working on this bottom bolt. I grabbed some WD-40 to try and help, but I can't get a lot of good leverage on this, and I switched back to the big bar and it's just taking forever. So I'll probably check back in with you in another 20 minutes or so. Alright, it's quite literally been a half hour. It's finally off. And I broke my torque bar. That's been part of the issue. See if I can just get this out. Alright, there we go. Alright, and there is the old shock finally out. Yuck. Alright, so I got the top bolt in. I'm going to get the washer on the other side here, put some anti-seize on that bolt, and just hand tighten it. And then we'll get the bottom one in.
This place is jumping off hard as it can get. No, we won't ever stop dancing on the edge. We like it dangerous, we like to see you split. Turn up another notch, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you something. 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 Right now, right now.
Alright, so that's it for now. Obviously you can see here I'm going to need the jack because I can't compress this, so I'm going to need to use the metal jack, compress this up to get this into here. So let me go set up for that. Alright, what's going on everybody? I'm going to get the shock now into the bottom. I was going to use my hydraulic bottle jack, but my bottle jack comes up to here, so I'm not going to get this on top. I'm going to use this as leverage and slide it into place. So we'll see if it works. You can see it's compressing a little bit. Just alright, I got it. See if we can get this bolt in. What I should do is take out the wrench first. What's up everybody? I am back. Look, got my flathead. So I'm going to use this a little leverage just to kind of get this into position. So I'm just going to finish tightening this. Alright, it's in, all done. Well, it still needs to be torqued, but that's how you change the rear shock on a Ford F53 RV chassis. Ours is a Winnebago, and I guess it would have gone a lot quicker had I had power tools and these bolts weren't as rusted as they were. So I'm really happy that I ordered new bolts to replace these. So what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the AutoZone, get a new breaker bar, and I'm going to tackle the other side, and then I'll show you them both done, and yeah, give you a little recap. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in a little bit.
Got a real good feeling.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Right now, right now. 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 Right now, right now.
Hey, well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, so things that happened. I was unable to finish the shocks yesterday because these bolts are like rusted on, so I made an upgrade. I got a brushless impact gun, so I'm gonna hopefully this will work. It has 600 foot-pounds of torque braking strength, so that should be enough, because I don't think these aren't really torqued to more than 300 foot-pounds, so we should be good. So I'm gonna try and take off this other shock, get this all set up and done, so that way this is easy, all buttoned up. So here we go. Here's to hopefully finishing today. Alright, well, I'm not playing around anymore, so part of the reason why I got new bolts. So just use the grinding wheel and you should be free. Yep. Hopefully I don't have to cut the top one too. But yeah, I can't sit here all day.
Right now, right now. Right now, right now. Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling. Like there is lightning deep in my bones. Yeah, I got a real good feeling. I won't hit no ceiling. I'm going higher than I've ever known. I got a real good feeling.
So that's it. I'm just going to tighten this up and then we're done. Yeah, so that was a big to-do. So these are actually harder than the front ones. I'll see you back on the table. Alright everybody, so the rear shocks are now completely in. Hallelujah, because that was a lot more work than the front. If we had to do that for the front the day before we left, we probably would not have left. So here's the bolt I had to cut. And you can see this is the old shock. So alright, so all in all, that install was very difficult just because these bolts were rusted. I'm glad I ordered new bolts, and I guess if you're ever putting bolts on like that are high torqued, use anti-seize, because but these have probably been on there since they came out of the factory. These shocks are like originals, so 13 years of rusting, so yeah. But I'm super happy now to have complete brand new shocks on the front and the rear of the RV. So yeah, another overall successful project for the RV is done. It should help the handling. I guess we'll find out when we leave next week. We'll be here in Key West till I think Wednesday or Thursday. Don't tell Jordana, but I'm going to surprise her because I actually found the cancellation at Bahia Honda State Park. So we're actually going to spend one night RV camping at Bahia. So I'm super excited about that, and I'm super excited to surprise them. So, all right, so that's what we got going on over here. I hope you liked this video. If it helped you out, please hit the thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe. So, yeah, it is super windy here right now. It's blowing anywhere from between 20 to 30. It's stormed all night, all morning. Finally, the rain let up, but it's just blowing. This is probably the first time since we've been here almost a month. 3 more days we'll be here, a month in the Keys. This is the first day that we've been here, and it's been, like, I would say crappy, but still, it's not that bad. And we're in the Florida Keys. So we've had an amazing experience down here at the Keys, and we've been so fortunate with the weather. So even on the 2 or 3 days where we had rainstorms, it's rained for an hour or two, and then the sun's come out. But yeah, so the weather's predicted to be, I think, bad till tomorrow, but who cares? All right, so yeah, I think that's it for project on the RV here, and then maybe one project before we leave, which is a really simple one. But all right, stay tuned for the next video, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the road. Stay lost.
It's time.